that. All right. First of all, a big round of applause to everyone for presenting. And let's give a, you can unmute yourself and let's give a big round of applause to Brad also because he did an awesome job, the tech support.
Great job, Brad.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So Brad, I'll start with you. Do you have any comments about, I know you were busy multitasking.
Well, one thought. I'm absolutely excited and terrified about the future based on the things I saw tonight. So I like the creativity, of what was happening in the world and what was happening with your careers. So I enjoyed listening very much. So thank you for sharing.
Okay. Do you want to give them any suggestions on improvements or anything?
No, just my guidance is you speak about 150 to 125, 130 words a minute. And so if you're ever worried about your pace, it's better to be deliberate as opposed to overly fast. But that's a good way to time, at least that I have found in trying to parse out when you're speaking for 3 minutes or so.
Okay, awesome. All right, so let me kind of start off with, by the way, let me just do one thing. If you guys want to mute yourself, that would be fine for now. So let's do this. Let me change this view over here. Okay, all right. I don't know why Daphne's, okay. All right, something is not right. But anyway, let's do this. Okay, so first of all, what Brad mentioned, that was awesome that, you guys were predicting recessions and hurricanes and future COVID-19s. Uh, so that's good. We kind of had a peek, saw a peek in the crystal ball. And I'll tell you the real reason why I wanted you to do this assignment. Look around yourself. Everything that you see, somebody had to imagine it. Somebody had to dream it. Look at the computer that you're, logging on to. Somebody had to think about it. Everything is somebody has to think about it, then it becomes a reality. So if you can visualize it, if you can imagine it, it can become a reality. So this was an exercise in you trying to figure out who you would be in future. So again, keep refining this, and the future that you have for today, it might change. That's okay. That's what life is. Life is dynamic. Um, and the way, I mean, I would also recommend you to give feedback is do it in terms of a sandwich feedback. Sandwich feedback is you start off with something good, and then you put something that people can improve upon, and then again end with good. So a lot of you had really good data, really good graphics, really good presentation, and some of you were actually connecting with the audience too. So that was good. So that brings me to the next point, which is the things that you could improve upon, which is connecting with the audience. A lot of you, it felt like you were just reading and you're going at like 200 miles per hour, just reading from the slides. So don't do that. Just take a moment, talk about it, and don't have too much, And a lot of people actually don't even remember like 90% of the things you're saying. So only put the important things on the slides and bring your passion. If you're there for the last Wednesday's optional session, I talked about passion. If you speak with passion, if you speak with, like this is exactly what you want to do, you will be able to motivate, you'll be able to help anybody see your future or where you're going, and they'll be more than happy to hire you or to promote you. So make sure you bring in your little story. So your story, why exactly you want to do it. And the way you want to do it is you want to talk about, when I was a kid, let's just say, we talk because there are lots of people in HR. For some reason, a lot of people in HR, which is good. And a lot of you also want to be, start your own company, CEOs, CEOs. And there were some souls that were bold enough to say that they want a work-life balance and want to retire. So that is awesome too. So anyway, whatever your goal is, you want to like talk about why is it you want to do it. So let's say if you want to be an HR director, you could say, you know, I did when I was doing my MBA classes, I heard this over and over. They call something like employee retention. And the thing is, most of the bad employees actually stay with the companies and good people leave. So what do we do? And the reality is, a lot of companies have really good plans to help employees learn and grow, but for some reason, it is not communicated properly. So there are lots of people that are actually really, really good at what they do, but they keep moving to different companies because either they don't get proper guidance or they don't see the growth in their company. So that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about getting people to come up with the plan for their future as well as help them reach those. Because guess what? If a company does that, if a company is helping an employee learn and grow and reach their full potential, guess what? That employee will be very, very productive. Not only that, they will also help our company grow. So that's what gets me excited. That's why I want to be the HR director. So anything that is come up with a story, and it's awesome that you had data points to back it up. So make sure you have some data to back it up. Like some of you, and all of you actually should do it. And if you look at my AI presentation, look at the type of skills that would be needed in future. It's also a good idea to look at the jobs, but it's even more important to look at the skills needed in future, because the job titles that you see today may not be there 10 years from today. But if you start practicing the skills, you will realize that those skills would be useful later on also. And one final thing, this is what I had mentioned also earlier. Actually, two things, don't have too much on slides, which actually leads to the last point, which is timing. Make sure you have proper timing, make sure you practice, and make sure you keep it within time. And some of you actually used an odd date, like it's 2039, and that's the year you have approached your goal, which is actually really awesome. That is in a way like you are being sort of precise. That's so you have planned your goal. It's a really clever trick. So go ahead and use that. So by the way, so for the next week's assignment, I have already created videos. I have sent you the link. Look into the announcement column. That's where you'll see those. And keep up the good work. And I'm looking forward to seeing your presentations again next week. And next week, it's going to be less work on Brad because we will have only 11 presentations because it's team presentation. So again, give yourself a big round of applause. And thank you for sticking so late. And I'll see you next week. Good night.